So today we're gonna work on tearing out the interior and getting it cleaned out, kind of buffing out the paint to see if I don't want to paint the truck on the interior, so I'm looking to see if I can just bring the old blue back and then see if I gotta weld any holes shut, and then at that point, if I have to weld hole shut, then I have to go elsewhere. But I'll hop up in here. There's a couple. It's like the I love me wall, but it's in my truck. Obviously there's a couple patches that are curling up because it's fucking cold, so I might see if I can't adjust that. But it's supposed to be, I'm gonna try and make the headliner my I love me wall, and then go from there. But that's what we're working on now. So took the seat out. It's a little dirtier in here than I remember. So after that, we're gonna vacuum it out, and then we have some of my stupid wiring from, back when I was in high school, and I put in 2 tans in the back so that way it'd rattle itself to death. So a little bit of that to fix. On top of that, we self-tapped the amp. We self-tapped the amp into the floor, so I think that's like the only 2 holes that I made. There's this plate right here that has a through bolt to the outside of the cab that I would like to grind out. But then I have to weld 5 holes shut, and unfortunately the place I'm at, we don't have a welder for that. So especially let's see if I can disconnect it from this. One of the cool features of this truck, and one of the stories that it has, is Gramps smashed a 3-wheeler into the bed. So I don't know if you can really see that, but the bed is bent. So like the toolbox is straight, obviously. So she's pretty cooked. However, to fix that requires taking the whole bed apart, and yeah, boy ain't gonna do that. So option B would be grind out most of it and then weld it from this side, and then take the bed off to then paint that section of the cab, which is looking like what it's gonna be. Do I want to do that? Not really. It is what it is. It's an ongoing project. Fix a little stuff here and there, fix other stuff here and there. I think ultimately I'm going to clean out this cab for the most part, and then I see 1 hole that I gotta plug. I might go to the hardware store and go get some generic rubber grommets to fill it in. The floor is not actually rusted. It was having some surface rust because of my feet rubbing it clean. I decided that I should just paint that, and so I freehand wheelied that one in. But this is that's the color that this truck is supposed to be. And hopefully one day we'll get it to come back to that, because it's a beautiful color. Yeah, we'll see where we pick up next. Vacuuming, and got to disconnect the amplifier power and a few other things, which I should have done in the first place, because electricity is dope. Yeah. Alrighty, so interior's back in it. Had a little coming to Jesus moment. So on top of all the other things I need to fix, I went down a rabbit hole. I don't think you can see it, but there's a vent right there. And in that vent, the bunch of shit from years of sitting underneath a tree in Oregon. So I spent probably a good hour, 2 hours vacuuming that out, and then put the seat back in and started ripping wires out. So I ripped an old CKC light switch out. I had my light for my pods in there. I found random wires in the fuse box. I ripped most of that shit out. I got 3 wires left. However, I can't rip those out until the new headlights come in, and then I can rip those out. And then I'm gonna reroute some of the wiring, because somebody was in it and put some shit in some dumb spots. So I'm gonna fix that. So the next thing I did after ripping the wires out is I took the pods off. There's no pods here anymore. After that, I resituated the battery a little bit. This is a temporary ugly job. This is the random wires going into the cab. It looks like someone did a power relay of some sorts here. So power comes in this, so I can get power on that post if I need to. And they jumped it, and then you can get power off that power, or that post as well. What else? I don't know if you can see that. Coming up, I have to take the wheels and tires off and get them balanced, because when I bought them in 2018 and they got shipped here, on the bottom of it was a mess of weights. So I'm going to take them to a tire shop and have them put sand in. And then we'll be putting the kill shot on. So that'll be the next thing after I figure out some wiring. So the other shitty thing that has on this truck is right here. How to power your so this is ground. They have constant power. I don't remember where. Oh, it's right here. Actually, that plugs into this relay up top, and then that plugs into well, it used to go somewhere. Ground. I think that's ground. No, this is ground. So this used to go power, and then this was the ground, and that's what kicked the fans on. I don't like that, so I'm gonna change that. With the kill shot system, they have fans in their system, so I gotta buy that, and I'm gonna get an aluminum radiator. Yeah. Mostly I just want to drive it when the roads aren't shitty. But you know what they say, it is what it is. Yeet.